Wow. And of course I was just told that there was no sound. And then I realized that my mic was off. So I'm so sorry about that, guys. Let me just quickly run through all the stuff that I've been saying for the last long little bit of time. So guys, welcome to the stream again. Thank you for joining me as I bumble through this. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you all are feeling fantastic. I know that I am. So guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I'm just going to kind of quickly run through it since I've already shown off a lot of what we were talking about. We started with these diamond mob farms. This enables you to get some drops from the various mobs that exist in Minecraft using these lassos. We're going to test that out together. Don't you worry if you have never seen it before, although I did show it off in my previous series. Then I also went over and looked at new farm layout. I put all the trees in one location. I looked at what's available in this pack, and it turns out that there is just roughly 30 saplings available inside of the pack. So I built enough spots for 32. I might double up on something, or I might just leave 2 of them blank. I haven't decided yet. The reason that I built a new platform and moved all this stuff around is because this farm, as it was set up previously, was getting really, really backed up. The pipes underneath just could not process the volume of crops that I was trying to pull out from it. But now it's working just fine with what's there because I used a different type of pipe over here. These pipes are sort of the natural progression, I think, that the pack intends. You start off with the pretty pipes because they are, they're very inexpensive, but they're kind of slow. And then you move up to these, which are the refined pipes. And then eventually you'll move into maybe mechanism stuff, or you'll just get your storage network set up and you'll be running everything through the network cables. But these things here are pretty nice. They're not too expensive. And then me personally, since I wanted to have the barrels as a sort of intermediary between the bonsai pots and the storage system, I had to also get these extraction attachments, which you can see there's several different levels of them. I got the diamond one, which is that plus the lower one, which is that plus the lower one, that's the base recipe. And you can see what I was talking about, pistons. Pistons, man, they're in so many modded recipes. That's why it was interesting that the mod author decided to change the recipe for pistons. But hooking those up to the barrels and then hooking the pipes up to the extraction modules, this is working fantastically. It is pulling everything out that these tree farms are producing for us and hopping it into our storage network over here. I'm going to probably replace everything with these pretty pipes and then see if they get overwhelmed the same way. And if they don't, then great. And if not, I'll go back to using some of the pretty pipes somewhere and then keep on using the refined pipes only in limited areas where storage is getting backed up. Obviously I've built up a lot more stuff over here when it comes to the storage area. I kept on adding crates as I needed to for all of the different things that we ended up farming. The tree ones I've all kind of kept roughly exactly the same. These trees don't produce leaves, which is why I don't have a leaf block there, but they do produce the nether bananas, which they have a golden apple equivalent recipe, but everything else you can see is just all set up very similar, and I love how I was able to do that. I am a person that loves seeing patterns. And so seeing all this stuff exactly similarly set up along with all of the drops, it just makes me happy. I hope you guys feel the same as me. I set up a brewing stand over here because I needed some regeneration recipes or potions to make some of the items that I was making, which was these up here. So this is the enchanting area. I got it set up with some of the hell shelves that exist as the apotheosis mod, although that's changed since the last time that we looked at it too. Now there's like 6 different types of shelves, and they all have different functions. the mod author for Apotheosis decided that he would split up, or she, I don't know, would split up enchantment into 3 categories. So there's Eterna, which is the strength of the enchantment. This is basically what normal Minecraft enchanting is. So anything that adds levels of enchanting, like bookshelves or some other modded things, they add strength to enchantments as well. Eterna is a measure of how strong an enchantment can just be. Quanta, a measure of flux. It has a variance in enchanting, so sometimes it'll go up by whatever the level of quanta is, sometimes it'll go down by whatever the level of quanta is. And then Arcana is just a chance to get better quality stuff. So if we were to, for instance, put this lasso in, you can see there's nothing, because lassos don't have the ability to be enchanted in my current version of the pack. But if we put in this axe, you can see the Eterna goes up 30. That's what our current level of enchanting is. Quanta, 26.1. That's how much variance. So it can either go up or down by 26% of whatever the final enchantment value would be. And then Arcana is just, a chance at getting better enchantment values. And so we've got that set up. So this all kind of works together. By setting the base value, setting what chance you have of getting higher enchantments, and then modifying the final enchantment level by the quanta is the way that I think that it's done. And then if we look, of course, on the axe, we can get looting 4, magnet 3, or fortune 1. I'm not terribly worried about that. But yeah, that is, I think, everything I did between streams. I don't think that I did anything else other than I set up some more of the honey farms inside of here, the iron beehives, because I was saving the spots originally to get some of the other ones, but as I was showing off while I was completely silent, I'm so sorry, the other bee sourceful hives they don't have a recipe. And the normal way, I looked it up in the mod to get them, is to go to where you would normally find the ore, and you will find the hives. However, since we don't have any world origin in the normal overworld, because our overworld is a void world, we're not going to get any of those, I don't think, unless we happen to get super lucky by finding them as maybe dungeon loot, or we might find them as something in the nether if we find like a large nether gold repository or something like that. Except for the end ones, which of course I just assume exist in the end. Like the quartz ones, they exist in the nether. If I had, silk touchy stuff, we could go get them if I wanted to, because that is the other thing that I did. I got silk touchy. So, the Slimek pickaxe from Forbidden Arcanus, so you know how this, when I was growing the trees before, like some of this was turned into podzol, which was just a side effect of growing the trees up here. Well, I needed some of that podzol for some of the farms. I think the mushrooms, the mushrooms, they required podzol in order to grow, so I had to get some of it, and normal recipes for podzol were pretty expensive, unfortunately. So yeah, I just silk touched them. This is the recipe. It looks like it's enchanted, but it actually hasn't been. It's just a function of the pickaxe itself that it is silk touch. So slime balls, 2 Edelwood sticks, arcane gold, and then a golden feather. Arcane gold looks a little something like this. It looks intimidating, but it's really not. 2 charcoal. The arcane crystal dust is something that we got out of the strainers. That was one of the materials that we got out of there. And then the mundabitter, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is this, which, if you're paying attention to everything else that we've done in the stream, the only thing on here that looks weird to you and out of place is probably the phantom membrane, but we're blessed by the pack creator again that the phantom membrane has a recipe. So between all of the mob farm stuff that we did and also just the normal farming that we were doing, we could have some of that available to us. So yeah, really not so bad. And then the golden feather is just one of those bricks and then also a feather. So not too expensive to get. Now, of course, that means pack, that means I had to repair it at some point, right? Well, yeah. I made a repair talisman from Project E. This is the recipe for it. It is dirt cheap. It is so good. It repairs all of your stuff, and it repairs it super duper fast. Oh. 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 So you can also do stuff with these guys, but their recipes are usually pretty garbaggio for what we're trying to do. Although I gotta tell you honestly, I'm about to buy one of these Plague Doctor masks. Hold on. I gotta get in the spirit, right? I put on some spooky music. Somewhat spooky. I mean, like, this is supposed to be a spooky playlist. I don't know what's going on with it. But give me one of these Plague Doctor masks. Hey, you leveled up. You're not a novice anymore. Or I guess you still are. Well, whatever, bro. Get out of here. Oh, can we cosmeticize that? Yes. Yes, listen to your doctors. They will tell you what you need to do. Oh, I love it. I love it. So yeah, other than that, I've mostly just been doing a lot of farming. I did some AFKing so that way I could get some of the various mob drops available, which we have gotten a decent amount of stuff, you know. It took a while for the game to actually figure out like how to transfer stuff from that low down. But now it's doing pretty good about it. So I think we're actually doing pretty fine now that we disconnected this, like, half of this farm from the pretty pipes, and then also separated the pretty pipelines out into their own individual pipelines, which are being taken in down below by some drawer slaves. Drawer controller slaves, I guess I should say. It just adds an extra point of entry for your drawer storage network. It's like a controller, but it, you know, you can have more than one on your network at the same time. So yeah, that's everything that I did between streams. Now let me show you, just to get you another glance at it, how these... Oh, I can't open this while I'm going through the nether. Wild. Alright. Anyways, I just wanted to put that slime pickaxe up. So here's how the lassos work, right? You put them on, you got them in your hand, and you go over to whatever you want to capture. In this case, I want to capture that ghast. Kind of hear it over this direction. Is it underneath? Oh, no, not that low. Is it up above? I think it's inside the wall, which is very unfortunate. Because, you know, ghasts can do that. They can go through stuff. Now I'm hearing one over here. There it is. So you just find your unsuspecting mob, and you just right-click it. And then you've got it inside of your lasso. I could also grab... Ooh, actually, I'll just very conveniently grab a second ghast. Or you know what? No. Come on, okay. We're going to play ping pong. Do the thing. Secret achievement. Come on. Oh, you're breaking my heart here. Come on. Sucker. Let's go grab a wither skeleton, actually. Because I need one of those for the wither skulls. If one will spawn. A wither skeleton? Where are you at, my friend? Not a blaze. Blazes are gross. I actually captured a blaze, though. I needed blaze rods, too. That's not what we're looking for right now. Huh. Huh. This jetpack is so fast. You do wish Minecraft's mob sounds had more of a directional quality. Yeah, no, I agree. But, I mean, honestly, like, how in-depth do I really expect them to do with Minecraft in terms of that? You know what I mean? Like, obviously higher quality is better, and I would never argue for less quality, but... That's a lot of blazes, and zombie pigmen, and a lot of lava. Hi. What if you just got murdered? So you could stop your screaming. Hi. You're not who I'm looking for, though. I also had to have some nether brick for something, so, you know, that entrance is looking a little wrecked. Accessibility subtitles? That is actually not a bad idea. If somebody were to really have trouble with the directional stuff in the game, like, that would be a way to help yourself out. I don't really feel like I need it. Because, I mean, for the most part, I can tell. At least partially the direction that I need to go to find what I'm looking for. Because there is, like, I mean, just there's the normal, like, directional audio quality that exists with the way the sound is produced anyways, so... I have 3D sound in my headphones. Walking these paths, hoping that a dude will spawn. Do. Need with a skeleton. Oh no. 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 Ooh, a baby one. They're the worst kind. I don't want them. But I also hear a normal one. There it is. Yep, you're mine. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. And take a sip of delicious coffee. How long did you guys think it would be? How long? So yeah, then you take ye olde lasso and you throw it in here. And then it ticks down. So the current level we're at is 10 seconds is how long it takes to produce the thing. And it has a 100% chance of losing 1 durability each time it does a drop. So we'll just put them in there. Over time we will get the drops out. And then that should take care of a lot of stuff in my inventory. And then we'll do the lead in there, so we have it for producing more lassos. And that in there, since it's now got a ghast inside of it. So that's cool. We got some drops coming. We got some more drops coming. I'm going to quickly recharge my jetpack. Although I honestly don't need it. It still has quite a bit of charge on it, but it's just one of those things you got to stay on top of. I did also make this Paxel, the Wub Paxel. So it's a Paxel, in case you are not a regular player of modded Minecraft, is like an all-in-one tool. That's another name that it sometimes get called in various mods. It's basically like one tool that does all 3 things. So an axe, a shovel, and a pickaxe. So that's what I got here. And the Wub is just for using like the highest tier material or whatever that I found so far. A wub is a type of material. Wub. But today, guys, so what is going to be the main thrust of today? Well, I've been looking around a lot of the recipes that exist inside of this place, this pack, and just a lot of them use various things from Botania. So in previous packs, I've kind of shied away from Botania because it's something that I've done a lot. But in this pack, I don't think I have an option. I'm pretty sure that I have to go down the path of Botania. So we're going to do starter setup stuff for that today. We're going to build a new Botania platform type thing. And then go to work where that is concerned. So the first thing that we're going to need is some more black cobblestone. Which I think I have, yeah, some of that made up somewhere. since that's sort of our base block. And then we'll have to decide what to do when it comes to the Botania stuff. I'm thinking that we should use the Botania blocks themselves for making the platform floor, like the actual grading area. So let us take a look at what exists inside Botania. What, no ho? I think that because, like, I want to say something with shovel interactions makes it to where that you can't actually do hoe stuff because you need to be able to do shovel stuff. Like making dirt path blocks you couldn't do with a Paxel if it also was a hoe, because it would maybe try to turn it into farmland. But yeah, no hoe. I don't need no hoes in Minecraft. I got plenty elsewhere. Haha, obviously lying. Anyways, so what blocks are available inside of Botania? Clearly we got the living rock and the living wood. That's something that we've had available to us the whole time. We've also got all of these azulejo. Am I saying that correctly? I have no idea. But these require some more different types of dyes than I have available to me. And then there is the red stringed, well, those are actual functional blocks. There's all of the petal blocks. So these are blocks of the various petals. The recipe is just 9 of any one petal. And then they've also got this monoquartz, elven quartz, red quartz, and chiseled lavender. That's all stuff from later in the pack that we don't have available to us yet because we don't have the mana set up for it. And then the metamorphic blocks, which I gotta tell you guys, every single time I play a pack that has Botania in it, I see these metamorphic blocks and I think, man, those are so pretty. They've got such a strong color. Like, I love the forest one. The swamp one's pretty good too, and the taiga. I just think their color is absolutely gorgeous. But producing these is actually like a pain, because you have to use one of the flowers that turns stone into things, and it all takes mana. It's just like, and it's all random. You can't choose which one it makes. So yeah, pain. But I like it. I just want to say I love these blocks. Please, Vazki, make them easier to get. But there's these tiles, the Portuguese pavements that they have. This might be a good floor block. Since it's Botania, we'd probably try to go with the green one here. So that's some kind of cobblestone, gravel, living rock, and slime balls, and that gets you 3 of them. And we need 2 stacks, I think, to do the exteriors of each of the floors for like a normal 9x9 platform. Or no, an 11x11 platform. That's what we have over here. When I was building all of these, each of these was 32 until I cut the holes out of them. Because now they're not. Now they're very clearly only 8. But yeah, so 32 for one side, 32 for the other side, so 1 stack overall. So if I was going to build a bigger platform, I would need more. That's what I was actually talking about there. But yeah, and then we have to decide where to place it. So Botania is absolutely about natural mana generation through plants. It seems like it could go over here in the farm area. But it's definitely about manipulating things with magic and sort of machinery. So going over in the technical side makes sense. What do you guys think? Is Botania natural farm type thing, or is it technical, like pseudo machine type thing? What do you think? Give me some votes. Votes in the chat. You can also just say that you don't know what Botania is. if you've never gotten into it, I get it. Depends on how you're going to use it. That's a good answer. But I can't use it till I place it somewhere. I do also love the verticality in my base, like how there's ups and downs even on the main level. Oh, you know I'm going to automate it. 100%. I'm gonna mini automate it for now and then mega automate it for later. At a later date. Technical then. Okay, technical. So we'll put it over on this half of the base. Has nothing to do with monsters, so we'll go... I think we'll go straight out from it. We'll go this way. But I also think that I'd rather have it... I'd rather have it up. So I think we'll climb again from here. So let me get some more cobblestone brick. Well, actually, hold on. Before I do that, I think I have enough stairs that I can just do this. So... And then... Oh, come on. Don't let me accidentally flow too far away. And then... kind of feel like we should climb more than just going back up to the base level, though, just to give a little bit more of a spatial thing. So maybe we'll do... I've only done 3. 3 has been my platform away from where I'm going every time. Yeah, we'll just stick with that for now. So then... we'll start here. And for the first one, let me think about this for a second. So I need 1, the center. I need the ring around that. Empty. Then I need the ring around that to be full of stuff. So that's already talking about like a 5x5 area. So then 7 would give me more. I think 9 would be... so I need an 11x11 again. It just seems to be... it's such a good number. Like, there's only so much range that you can do with stuff on the initial, like, generation stuff. So, that's got us 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we just go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Boop. And then for our cross block, we have been using nothing but logs, and so I think Botania, natural generation stuff, I would like something that was greenish, but I feel like the emerald logs are very bold. Like, that's another one of those things. If you're gonna do this as like your stylistic choice, that's heavy. That's very intensely green. Like, I don't feel like that doesn't feel natural to me at all. So I don't think that we're gonna go with that. So if we're gonna skip on that, maybe we could do just grass for the center, and then we could change the color of it, because Botania actually has a way of changing the color of grass. So I think that's what we'll go with for the center bits, and then we'll use wood, or maybe this pavement stuff for the other outside. No, I mean, like, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually have to use pretty much grass everywhere, because Botania, all the flowers and stuff have to be planted onto grass or dirt, and I wouldn't want to use just dirt, so grass it is. So let's get us out like a full stack or 2 of coarse dirt. Oh no. Ah, I turned my jetpack off and I really expected it to be working. Woo, saved it! Okay, so we're going to place in the coarse dirt, which is what we have being auto-generated. And then we will turn it around, if you will. Okay. And then we will pull out the center block and put in some grass. And then I think actually, can we just... We can't do it with this, but we can do it with the other stuff. So let me pull out my Neptunium hoe. Which, of course, the pack author for this one also put in a recipe for grass. You can just use dirt and oak leaves in a, just oak leaves on top of dirt, and that will get you grass as a block that you can place. But since we're already at the stage where we have a Philosopher's Stone, we can just change stuff. So, like, look at this. Oh, that turned it into sand. Okay, is that one? That one. Shift and then 2 clicks, and that turns it into grass. That's a kind of intense sound, huh? Shong jong, shong jong, shong jong, shong jong. Of course, now that I think about it, that actually means that cobblestone is also grass, right? Because I could have just built it all out of cobblestone and then hit it once. And there we go. So let's put some lights down, which I need to start looking at other light sources too. Torches are all well and good, but like I definitely have better stuff than that available to me at this point. So that will be the center. Okay, so then we need a monopool, which I know that I already have one somewhere. Ooh, right there. Fantastic. That in there. This will be what we start with. And then we're going to need some mana spreaders, and we're going to need to make some flowers very, very quickly. So I'm going to do this around there just so it's all got lit up space around it. And then we are going to go for, and this should be no surprise to anybody that's ever played Botania, but we're going to use the Botania. We are going to make some of the, which one? It gave us some for free, I think, right? Like if I look back through this stuff, or fertilizer, pure daisy. Surely, I thought so. End of flame. So it's for the next one. End of flames. That's what you always start with in Botania, unless you've got some kind of a weird, crazy setup that is solely yours and nobody's ever used it but you. You've got a really cool, interesting way of doing the other stuff. I don't. So End of Flames is totally what we're going to go with. And then I need to look up the recipe. So the first thing I'm going to need is a mana spreader recipe, which is going to be around here, yeah? Mana spreaders don't have a recipe? That's what you can use them for. Mana spreaders normally have a recipe. So maybe the quest book just told me what to do. You can make mana from flowers. I mean, you're not wrong, but if I don't have a mana spreader, I can't spread the mana to the mana pool. How? Okay, let's look up. Inside here, I also have the Botanica book. Oh, hello, zombie pigman. Hi. How are you doing, friend? You're so cute. Bye. Mana manipulation. Mana spreader. Crafting the mana spreader is blank. Okay. In the quest book, if I look at mana pool, it says you can store mana. If I look at Pure Daisy, put flower on a grass or dirt and place next to it on stone or log magic. Puddle Apothecary, you can make magic flowers inside. Yes. And then the book itself. Magic and flowers, cool. But no recipe for mana spreader. Well, let's get the other half of it done. Let's look up the Endo Flame. That is a brown petal, 2 of them a light gray petal, and a red petal. Let us pull out our Botania bag. Do I have those? I have a red, yes, and I also have a brown, and then a light gray. That's gray, that's light gray. Alright. Let's do our classic tactic here of using fertilizer to make a lot more of these plants. Kind of push everything up in the inventory so that way it'll be free space here, and then plant the flowers on any ground on which you can put flowers. And then use fertilizer of any kind, bone meal. In our case, we're just using the fertilizer that comes in the pack. Take them down with a shears, and you get tall mystical flowers, and you get double the amount back. So I'm gonna need a lot of these, actually. So we're gonna make quite a few of them. Oh, there we go. And see, now we have 8. So that's 4 times 8, 32. 32 from each one of these, because instead of just giving us 2 like the normal ones do, these give us 4. So I need 25, I think. 20, what's another ring around that? 7 by 7 is 49, I think. Did I do my times tables correctly, teachers? And I need 1 flower from each. So I know that this will be 32 petals. 32 petals. So I'm not there yet. So we might as well just go all out again. So we'll have to do red individuala. I'm actually going to run out of fertilizer right here. But we've got plenty of bones, so I'll just make some bone meal. It's not that big a deal, fortunately. We'll come over here to our newly minted crusher last time and just, nope, apparently not. How do I make... No, not that. Uses? Where's bone meal? How do I get bone meal? There's no other... I figured there'd be like a higher tier recipe for it, but I guess there's not. So then we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I thought I'd be able to crush it and get like a bigger yield. But I guess I can't. And then we'll put that up. Also put this additional grass up and this course dirt. Oh wait, no, I'm not over there yet. What are we doing, me? Come on. Then we got 8 more petals. And then we'll start on the brown. Which we actually need twice as many brown as we do any of the others, so we'll have to see about the final numbers here, but I think we might be good after this. This is the stuff that goes into the back of every video post. You just get to go on the journey with me for parts of it. I want you guys to see it. Huh! And I'm out of bone meal in that hand. So do this. Okay. So then we need, like I said, 49, right? Yeah, if I want to make that many of them. So that means I need that many. But then I also need more here. Oh, I need more. There we go. So yeah, we had 7 plants left over, which we'll put those in here for now. Move everything up a slot. Brown and brown extra petals. And light gray. Okay. And now I need seeds and a lot of water. And some coffee. Oh. And I think I'm going to turn my fan on. 1 second. I'm kind of warm. Where did he go? Oh my god. Now this is a process I wish I could already automate. The filling of the petal apothecary. But, unfortunately, the mod author has limited some of those options. So, like instant infinite water sourcing is difficult to get in the pack. ATM. So we're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So let me just do this. And then we'll do... I only need to do this part once, but this I need to do multiple times. So we'll do that. I think that'll be fine. Get water. Okay. And then I need an empty hand, so we'll use 2 for that. Alright, so 1 red. Okay? 1, 2 brown. And then 1 light gray. And then 1 seed. And that gets us an end of flame. Okay, so we'll put that there. Now we refill this, get water, right click with an empty hand, throw a seed in, water, get more water. Ooh, I grabbed the, there we go. Let's actually, we'll move this. We're going to bring it closer, so that way this is slightly easier for us right now. Okay, water, water, and then do the seeds again, or the petals again. Since I messed that up by moving the thing. Okay. Seed. Water. Water. Right click. Seed. Water. Water. Right click. Seed. Seed. Water. Water. Right click. Seed. Water, water, right click, seed. And I need to do this until I have 49 of these. So I'm also just going to put that there so I can see the count that I'm looking at. Right click, seed. You'd think I would be better at like sort of automating this with my own hands, but I'm totally not. Because I'm orchestrating a lot of stuff there. $17 so far. Okay, so I'm going to try doing it this way. Because apparently my body is hard-coded, for some reason, to go and grab the water afterwards. So let's see if this helps. I can make sure that I don't go over by just like only doing, whatever. I'm already here. Okay, and I'm out of petals anyway, so that's where that would have stopped naturally anyways. Let's put all that back where it belongs. We'll put these seeds back up. And then we'll pop over here. So then, the real deal here is just to spam these out. So that's what a 5x5 around everything looks, which I'm leaving the torches in place for a reason, which will become clear eventually. But since there were 4 empty slots, I actually made like a few too many, but whatever. And I just want to hit every block around that one more time. Yeah, 5 too many because I didn't count for the center either. Whatever. So that's how many End of Flames we need. Now, the way that these work is that these accept any burnable block and turns them into mana. So if we used to go, for instance, and get some of our friend coal, which we have so many blocks of. Oh, I was too off there. Hold on. Get ourselves some blocks of coal. But you could use charcoal or anything else like this too, right? I'm just using blocks of coal because we've got income on this, so it's okay. So basically, you just do that, toss it into the area, turn off your magnet, and one of them should pick it up and start producing mana. Should. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Okay, maybe it doesn't like coal. Maybe it doesn't like blocks of coal. Let me, that's a good point. I should try that out. I don't think it has to be like on a block above. Like I thought it could be on the same level, but maybe. Well then. Now I wouldn't think that the creator of the pack would have turned End of Flames off, since they're literally asked for as one of the quest things. But let's grab some charcoal and we'll try it out. Obviously, I've got plenty of charcoal. Will these not function if they're not linked with something? Look up the Lexica Botanica for this. Generating flora, End of Flame. Rudimentary generating flower. It absorbs any combustible items or blocks dropped on the nearby vicinity one at a time and burn through them to generate mana. It won't burn anything that leaves byproducts like lava buckets. Can only burn around 4 blocks of coal's worth of fuel at once. If any single fuel item with a longer burn time is used, its fuel efficiency will be lost. When arson becomes useful. End of Flames. So this should be working. So since it's not, it makes me think that maybe it's because it's not linked to something. So that being the case, I would need a mana spreader. Spreader turntable? I actually don't know what that is. Let's go back out. And then I felt like there was a way to search inside this. Spreader turntable. What's that? Placing a spreader on a turntable will set it spinning. No, so that's... And the other mana spreaders, of which we definitely can't get them yet. Like, this requires Dreamwood, which is an elven trade. So I can't just make that right away, because also Elementium. That requires you to have a mana spreader, and the normal mana spreaders just don't have a recipe. So how are you meant to get mana spreaders? I mean, this just requires you to craft one. The recipe should be there. There's no reason for it not to be. Let me look through real quick on the patch notes here. I just want to see if maybe somewhere in here the dev was like talking about this being an issue. I'm not seeing anything in the patch notes. Not seeing anything in the patch notes, but I mean, like, I can't see how we're supposed to progress on this without a mana spreader. Because there's nothing special that says anything about a recipe in either the quest book or inside of the Lexica Botanica. I mean, sparks also allow you to move. But I don't think that I can make these without there just already being mana. And also this doesn't take it from the plants themselves. Generate mana. All generating flora, like their functional brethren, can hold a small internal buffer of mana. Generating flora will automatically output the closest nearby mana spreader. They bind to one mana spreader at a time for mana output. They'll bind to the nearest spreader present at the time of their placement, or the nearest placed afterward if none were in range, and must be rebound to another spreader with a wand in bind mode if so desired. Yeah, nothing about the recipe changing. So folks, I think I've hit a stumbling block here. I'm gonna have to do some investigation on that and figure out what is going on. So for now, we'll put this down. I don't think so. Because there's no random generation type stuff in this pack, and there's very little dungeon loot, so I don't think I've come across a Black Lotus yet. And living roots, they don't do anything except produce you the saplings initially. I wonder if this is... I mean, I've played in Garden of Glass's Worlds before, and they've been able to produce mana spreaders, so I don't think it's anything to do with that. But yeah, I haven't found any kind of a Black Loti. And... Dungeon... Desert Temple, Jungle Temple, and they don't generate in the Nether. Blacker Lotuses don't generate at all in this pack. Dungeon, Mineshaft, Stronghold Corridor, Desert Temple, and Jungle Temple. Since I don't have access to any of that, I think that's just a hard stop on that project for a minute. So let's put first off, we'll put that away, right? And then we'll put these extra, those away. We'll put our flower pouch back away. Also our Lexica Botanica. Why do I have like 3 copies of the quest book? I definitely don't need 3 copies of the quest book. Okay. So, yeah, nothing different here. So let's see, what else can we work on? Let's see if we can get the next tier of that quest done for our machine stuff here. So, on this, it wants us to make an alloy machine frame. It's a better machine frame for make machine upgradable. So let's look at that. So this requires Elementium. It requires Elementium. I'm telling you, so many of the things in this pack require you to have access to Botania. You know what? This is just for us. This isn't a challenge pack. This is just our first time playing for funsies, so I'm just gonna give myself a few. And then hopefully I can figure out how to do that better later. Although I think I forgot to turn cheats on when I did that. So let's save and reopen the world. Little bit of a head bob break. Mini dance break. Okay. So like I was saying, then let's Z Botania mana? Spurrare? 8. And then I'll try to figure out why the quest isn't working properly, but this is where I need to be. Like, this is the next thing that I absolutely have to get done to be able to progress in so many other parts of the pack, so I don't really want to wait on this any more than I absolutely have to. And also, I'm gonna pick all those back up, so that way I can replace them, and they'll just be bound to the mono spreaders. So let's get cobblestone. Cobblestone. For those of you who have not played Botania, this is your bog standard way to start Botania. This is just how you do it. And I mean, you can only have one into flame if you need to. Oh, no, not that. I want the cobblestone. I'm trying not to tear through like multiple blocks at a time here. Okay, and then, oh man, I haven't even made a wand of the forest. What am I doing? Does that have a weird recipe? Surely not. Yeah, that's standard. Living root. Okay. I thought I had made one, though. So I thought that I needed one. Oh, I have an Endoflame in there, too. Well, I might as well pull it out of there. I thought I'd already made a wand of the forest, but I guess I haven't. Because I would think that it would be in here. So we happen to have black and red flowers here. Those will be good. And then, do I have any living wood? Yes, I do. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then shift right click the mana spreader and then shift right click the mana pool, and then you can see the sparks from it change to where it's now pointing at the mana pool. Same there, same there, same there. Yes, yes, absolutely, and final one. Okay, so now they're all kind of pointed towards that. And then we will start placing our Endo Flames, which now they will bind to the closest mana spreader when they come out. And then we'll do the super duper outside ring. Okay, and now if we pull out our Wand of the Forest, we should see... Yeah, these all, if we're hovering over the Endo Flames, you can see there in the center of the screen that they have a check mark right next to a spreader. That means that they have successfully linked to one of the nearby spreaders. And then also you can see as we hover over them, like that spreader is now highlighted because that's what that Endo Flame is linked to. And if we go across, that one's linked to that one. And then if we go all the way across, that one's linked to that one. So just kind of, there's lots of visual indicators in Botania, which is why I say that it is actually a really great mod. There's tons of stuff in it. It's very, very friendly to people who have never played with modded Minecraft before, because aside from the problems that I'm having where like recipes just seem to be gone for some reason, it's usually very straightforward. It's not hard for you to figure out how to do it. And then we will do exactly what we were planning on doing before, except somehow I still counted 2 less. I was like literally counting out in my head and I still messed it up. So now if we go over here and we throw this down, it should just eat it right up and start producing mana. I'm hoping. Yep. So which flower got it? Which one was the lucky one? There should be little particle effects over one of them. Although now that I'm thinking about it, since this mod is kind of in development still, because this is 1.15, it might be missing some of the particle effects, but you can definitely see we're generating mana. And if we pull out our Wand of the Forest, we can click it, and then you can see there's just a very tiny sliver of mana in there. Because, I mean, we're not producing super duper a lot here, but we are producing. That's what's important. So we'll just do this. I wonder if the particle effects in Botania are turned off, because I think that's a config option, actually. Let's look. Botania. Where do I see Botania? Do I see Botania? Botania! Common. Enabled. Yeah. And then let's... Client? Particles. They're on. Shaders, lexicon, fancy skybox. See, I think they're actually all on. I don't want to turn off the shooting sound. There's all kinds of settings for it too. This is actually, like I said, totally 100% fantastic mod to start with if you've never played a mod before. But yeah, so basically you just cast a few of these out. Eventually the things will pick them up. They'll continue to generate mana using them. It's great. And then you can just keep checking to see when you've got a goodly amount of mana in there. So then we need to sort of automate this. So we will need an open crate, which is living wood planks. Also a couple of slabs and a couple other things. So let's pull out some more living wood. 2 of them will get me the right amount of planks. And then I'll use some living rock to make slabs. So that way I'm in mod for this. I'll need a couple pieces of redstone. And then a couple of pieces of wood. Because I need to make a wood pressure plate. Oh, and a hopper. I'll need a hopper too. Which I don't. Just already have one of those made up. But that's okay. It's not like I don't have the supplies to make them. Okay. So let me see if I can just remember how this works without having to like actually do anything. So do that. I guess I can do it off of this. And then I think that's on the appropriate. Nope, it's not on the appropriate side, so I need to do that. And then break the other 2. And then I need to be up higher, so let's turn our jetpack on. Put down the wooden pressure plates. Above that, we will put the open crate that we made with a hopper. And then there. I think that one needs to be there. And then need this is why I don't do redstone very often on camera, because I'm trying to remember how this works. I think I actually need solid blocks, because I need the redstone to be able to climb up the sides. That's the part that I'm kind of missing. So I'm going to build it out of cobblestone for now, just so I can have it, and then I'll worry about making it look better later. Okay. So then, doot. Except actually... Oh, no. Oh, why? Why did you do that to me? This one needs to be on the same level. And then I need it to climb here. I just did it again. My goodness. Whatever. Just break it. Whatever thing is doing like vein mining on its own without any input from me could stop, and that'd be great. Okay, so then the redstone. And I think that's all that is all I have to do, if I remember correctly. So then, if I put in here these blocks of coal, it'll drop one, it'll hit the pressure plate, and then that will deactivate the hopper, but then one of the endoflames will pick it up, so then it'll drop another one because the pressure plate won't be occupied, yada yada yada, until eventually all the endoflames are going. And just to double check, this is... Oh no, I shift clicked. I didn't need that. So this one's blocked. So we're gonna have to do something else there. I think this one has to be a slab. So that one can still shoot its mana. Minus what I already fed it, so we'd probably see it stop pretty soon. Yeah, let's take a look here. Yeah, look, that's pretty decent. That's some good mana generation. Since we've only been doing this for like, what, 20 minutes? Is how long this has been active or something like that? That's not bad. And some of that was me faffing about with the redstone, trying to even figure out how to do what we're doing. But yeah, there you can see, look. That one's not being taken. So that means that currently, all of the Endo Flames are busy. Now, is it possible that enough time might pass that one of these will despawn? Sure. But I mean, like, 5 minutes time is the normal despawn time for stuff in Minecraft, and I'm just not terribly worried about losing one of these every so often. And then you can also spread this out a little bit more, which is going to be our next goal here. So if I get a... What's it called again? What's the thing? This. Mana Splitter. So we need 2 Mana Steel ingots. So let's get our first kind of Mana Steel infusion stuff going. And we'll also collect our quest. Botania. Claim. The next one wants us to make the Runic Altar, which we will totes get to. Super Promise. Super Pinky Promise. And we'll make some more of this just because we can. Oh, I was one off that time. There we go. But we need iron. Iron is what turns into Mana Steel. So we'll get a couple of blocks of it, go over here, and then sneak up in between everything, and then toss in the iron. Somehow this isn't how we do it, huh? Alright, game. How did this recipe get changed? Crimson Steel, huh? That's what does Mana Steel? You don't say. Oh, wow. I gotta start remembering to check how recipes have been changed, because man, like, every recipe has been changed. So many things are not made the same way that they are made normally. So man, oh man, Crimson Steel. That's an alloy thing. Magma Cream, Blaze Rods, and Crimson Iron. So I do have some of that left over from me using the mob farm. Crimson Iron, that's what I'm looking for. That'll actually be in my large backpack here, because I don't think I've produced any of the stuff that I found. Which... yeah, there's no real super special way of doing it, so it's just smelting it. I mean, whatever, there's no point really in keeping the ore. And then, what was the... see, this uses more of it, so that's why I'm not doing that. But it's one of each of the other thing. And I need bare minimum 2. Oh, there you go. Go over to Alloy Smelter. And then sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak. See, that's how it normally works right there that you just saw. That's how that normally goes. And then the living rock. How much living rock do I have in total? Okay, maybe this will be enough. So, huh. Yes. And then I need more mana pools. So 1, 2, 3. And then we will pull all this out for the moment. And then we'll pull out... We got a tablet for free, right? Yeah, we did. Put that down there. And that should soak up... Soak up the mana? Oh, but I think I have to... There's some way that I change this, right? Let us pull back out the Lexica Botanica. I think I have to tell it that I want to put it in accept mode. It's actually with the mana pool itself, right? So if I wanted the forest, and then... There we go. So now I'm saying send mana into the tablet. And you can see the mana is just going down. Oh, we've run out of coffee. Oh, well, switch up to the backup drink. So the tablet's full. Tablet's full, so that's how much mana is left. That's how much is getting wasted. But that's okay. Let me take up these. And we put down our mana splitter. And then... There we go. And so now, since I had aimed into the central block, all of the... these are bound to the mana splitter now, so that's where it's sending it, and then it is taking in all of the ambient mana and is just pushing it out to the different pools. So this is our starter Botania thing, just like totally automatically set up. We'll put the coal blocks back in there so that the End of Flames can keep going. And boom, just like that, we have a very excellent start up to all of our Botania stuff. And I feel like that's where we're going to end it, because now I know I have to do a bunch of mining and other things. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, follow me on Twitter and Facebook so that you can receive notifications when the streams go live. If you follow me on Twitter, you will get 2 notifications. If you follow me on Facebook, then you will only get 1. But, it will still let you know when I'm about to go live. Thank you all for watching, and please, I don't want to say this very often because it makes me sound like I'm begging, but I kind of am. Anyways, please tell people about me. Share my tweets out. Share my Facebook posts out to all of your friends that you think might be interested in me, because I will grow by word of mouth. So if you tell people and they're interested